Yeah.
Okay. For new viewers, Dumper.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Yeah, the many new viewers.
Okay, man. Welcome and good evening to the second episode of the GOODFELLAS podcast. I'm Braden.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Logan.
And we have a special guest,
Jared.
Today we're going to talk about Demons, 1971.
Japanese.
Japan.
The best movie I've personally ever seen.
Yeah? I think
No.
so. Okay. So I recommended this knowing that Jared would be on.
Yeah, you chose the movie so out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
That was actually the whole
torture.
point. That was the whole point.
No, I wanted to do that because you've seen like 2 foreign language movies in your life.
And we're all about that foreign shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that Japanese.
Japan's my favorite.
Well,
Yeah.
foreign movies aren't awful.
So I wanted to recommend it for you, right?
Right.
Because what, you've seen like Parasite and...
I've seen Parasite, Train to Busan,
Oh, you
Oh, yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
and
Squid Game.
Squid Game. right.
Yeah, but you watched it in English.
Yeah, but
Well, okay, and I wanted to choose one that's like really critically acclaimed, right? Because it has like 4.2 on Letterboxd.
Letterblock.
Blocked.
Nice.
So I was like, yo, let's do this, Jared. Let's see if he likes it.
Let's
or not.
start with what you think about it.
No. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
see.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I mean, it's not good enough.
I wasn't. That's
Okay.
pretty much what I was expecting.
It wasn't good.
What didn't you like about
What did I not like about it? It wasn't bad. Like the filmmaking was fine. It's just I was never like, this is great. I was never enjoying myself. I mean, the end. If we're gonna do spoilers, can we do spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay. The end when shit happened.
Right.
That's when I was like, oh my god. But other than that,
Mhm.
it was a flat one.
Yeah.
All right.
It is really slowly paced.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
But-
an hour in is when the first kill happens, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
What
kind
did
of
you
like
think?
the slowly paced part. It
In
was-
retrospect, I like it more than how I did watching it.
Mm.
Like thinking about it, I'm like,
Yeah,
this
okay.
is better
Yeah.
That's fair.
than how I liked it while watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
feel
didn't
so.
like watching it.
Yeah, right. Personally, I was bored to fucking tears watching this movie.
right.
Like, I was worried. So,
Yeah.
Japanese movies, most of them are great, right? Especially
Feudal Japan takes place in
Just-
feudal
Oh
Japan.
my god.
normally that's great.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple movies that aren't from like Kurosawa, Ozu, like all the greats.
Yeah.
I've tried to watch like Onibaba, Kuroneko, and I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't do it. So I was like, please have this not be those. And it felt exactly the same to me as those movies.
Yeah.
So the only reason why I finished this movie is because we had to talk about it.
Same.
I just didn't like watching it.
I had to watch it in 3 different increments.
Really?
Yeah. I was really bored.
Yeah.
Same.
But when you think about it, I appreciate it for being a thing, and I appreciate people who like it.
Yeah.
But I just...
Yeah.
I
So
was-
what?
I was
Okay.
also bored
Besides
in my
that,
mind.
was there anything we didn't like besides like, the pacing?
I personally, I wasn't ever in. I actually cannot tell you a single plot point of the movie. It's just like actively, it just like went in one year, went out the other.
That's fair.
Like I just couldn't.
I was like that for the first 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah, because
And then
that was just bad.
from the second they like peep in through the door and they
Right.
see
Everybody.
everybody having that
Right.
conversation with the wife, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, now it's going somewhere, right?
That set
Right.
design
I was
really
hyped
nice.
as hell. I was
Yeah.
hyped as hell. I was in it for like 20 more minutes, and then it just
Right.
it just blue balls you, right?
Yeah.
Also,
And-
you said this movie was gonna be scary. It was never scary.
I
Unless for the
said
last
it.
part.
Well, it's called a horror.
It's a
movie,
horror,
So
but it's-
I've never seen it. I don't know.
It was barely creepy.
The best part was the opening.
It's very.
Red
It's
Moon.
more atmospheric than it is.
Yeah.
The
Like,
opening
scary.
red sun was the best part of the film.
I didn't even notice that until like
The what?
I watched
The
it again.
opening
Like,
shot of the red
Yeah.
sun.
Because that's the only part colored.
That's the only colored part.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of, oh no, the whole movie's gonna be dark now.
Well, I thought that was just like a production company.
Yeah.
I heard that the
I don't think that's
director.
in the movie, man.
That is in the movie.
That's the movie.
I know, but I think that was the production company.
Yeah.
No,
I thought.
No,
that-
it was
Yeah,
No,
because
it
it was
was
made in the 70s. Like, color was a thing, and all the production companies.
Now that you say
No,
that,
the director, he wanted this movie to like aim for like so much older than it actually was because this was the 70s.
Yeah, it felt
this
like
was,
early 60s.
like right after
Yeah.
2000.
there was color in the
Space Odyssey.
70s.
Yeah. We're saying.
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying.
he's saying that because the movie's black and white, the color at the beginning.
Like the sun. I think that was
The
just
sun.
a production company logo, because that comes before all the credits and shit.
No, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be there.
I'm
I
gonna-
think it's supposed to be there.
I think.
Hey man,
But
I think it's
you,
I thought it was
you
a
could be
production
right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a valid point.
I should.
If
I've
it
never
is
watched
part of
this
the movie,
again.
that's cool. But yeah, let's see.
I'm just
We're
checking it out. You guys continue.
Okay.
talking.
Should we do ratings? Because I'm done talking about it.
What? Talk about
We're like,
What
You suck
okay,
rated.
what else do you have to
we
say?
filmed for 6 minutes.
I have to say, when the baby got stabbed, that's the only part where my mouth dropped, and I was like, okay, this is good. And then once that was over,
Though there's some really cool like filmmaking
Yeah.
shit in this movie.
What I
Yeah.
really appreciate.
Because like there'd be like visions of
Yeah.
something in the future,
Right.
but then it doesn't happen. But then it also happens, but
Right.
not in that exact way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 And it's kind of when the first time it happens, or sometimes we'll even do it twice before the real thing happens. It's like really confusing.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, is this
shit out of me. I was, because I actually
Because
couldn't have
when they look through the door.
engaged with the plot at
When they
all.
look through the door, when they look through that door and
Yeah.
they see the wife talking to the
Right.
people, they go through the door and there's like a whole scene
yeah,
that
yeah,
happens,
Yeah.
and then they just teleport outside, and then that whole thing happens again.
Right.
I was like, what? I skipped forward because I was like, wait.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a mistake.
I did the exact same thing. I rewound because I was like, what's going on?
But then it was different, so I was like, okay, I guess it was a
It's bizarre.
flash forward.
I liked how, because it's based off of a play, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so the
does feel like a
filmmaking
play.
Yeah, 'cause
really
there was-
looked like a play.
Right.
Because
It
there
was
was one
really
scene where
cool.
the set design was
Just like takes place in like
amazing.
2 locations.
Yeah.
throughout
Yeah.
the whole movie.
Yeah.
And I also liked how not like a single scene took place in daytime.
Yeah.
It was entirely.
And
just
see,
like,
that's why I also think the sun was
Oh yeah, because it was going
Yeah.
down.
because it was
Sun
going
was-
down.
that could be fair. That's
So and then
Yeah.
the whole movie
Was it going down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
It was like sunset.
Okay, you win. I
Yeah.
lose.
So
I win.
You were saying last episode about how there's like a I don't know who said, but it was like said for a second that like when there's a language barrier, it's hard to tell if they're like good
Right.
actors. And
Yeah,
I
said that.
I slightly agree with that, but because I don't know if these guys are good actors because
Yeah.
it could either go either way of awful or like the best.
Mhm.
You should
Yeah.
watch a good Japanese movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
One
mean,
of the
he liked Parasite,
Was
right?
that
One of the
Japanese?
things about
No,
this
it's
is
Korean,
yeah, it's
but, like,
Korean.
You know,
Like watch Kurosawa's shit.
Yeah.
That's the best you'll ever.
Kurosawa's
see.
That's crazy.
dope, bro.
he's like the greatest director.
He's my number one
He's
favorite.
number 2 for me.
Over Kubrick?
Yeah. He's number one.
He's
favorite.
right under Kubrick for me.
Really?
Yeah, he's my
I would say it's
my
over
favorite.
Kubrick, but I've only seen like 2 Kubrick movies. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've seen 4, so I think it's valid that I say
that's
it.
valid.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
has he done? What have I seen of Kubrick? Shining,
Have you seen Barry Lyndon?
2001.
No, he
That's all
doesn't
I've
seem
seen.
Barry Lyndon's fucking insane.
I want to watch it. Yeah.
Barry Lyndon was so intriguing.
Yeah.
Because you don't like those.
I fucking hate period pieces.
I love
Why?
period
Me
pieces.
too.
I do not give a shit about that time period.
Why not?
Why
Like
not? What
like
happens in 'em?
what, like
18th century.
Britain, yeah, 18th century Britain.
What's a movie like in that or you did not?
Okay, it can be really bad, but there's a lot.
Like there's so many that are just so fucking boring. Oh my god.
But Barry Lyndon, I wasn't bored at all.
No.
It was.
Well, that's the thing. I was so intimidated to watch
Yeah.
that movie because it's like 3 hours long, 18th century Britain period piece, and I wanted to shoot myself.
that was
in the
one of
head.
the
And
movies
you
where I
liked
could
it?
sit
and
down.
I bought it. I took a chance. I bought that shit on Criterion for like $50 or something like that.
$50.
50.
45, $50,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
And I was.
I didn't watch any of the.
Well, what'd you think?
And
Any
I,
of the features.
it's a 10.
Oh, okay.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is.
Masterpiece. But Kubrick has 7 masterpieces, so it's not
Yeah.
anything new.
I want to rewatch A Clockwork Orange just to give it a 10
Yeah.
because it's.
Nice.
Because when I was watching it, it was a 4.5. But now that I think about it, the more I think about it, the better it is.
Yeah.
It's
There's
crazy.
a lot of
You
things.
should
like
watch
that.
Kubrick. more.
I'm trying to. I'm on my birthday. I'm gonna watch.
Because you've seen
I've only seen The
Shining. I thought you saw
And Eyes Wide
Wide
Shut. Eyes Wide
yeah.
Shut. Yeah. The Shining. I'm gonna rewatch on Halloween because
Yeah,
I
I'm,
know
I'm
it's
doing the
intense.
same. I
I'm
know it's
rewatching
intense.
it Monday again.
Yeah.
I got a lady friend coming over.
Hubba hubba.
Lady friend.
Lady friend.
Watching The Shining.
Yeah.
It's a great love story.
It
Yeah.
is the best horror movie ever made.
It is. It's such ahead of its time. And
Oh,
yeah. Because I watched the podcast of talking to Zane about it, and I was like, I need to rewatch this immediately
Yeah.
because I didn't know about all like the supernatural elements about it, and then going into what like different ways you could look at it. And now that I know that, I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
this way and so because it was so different from the books. I'm sorry, we're
Did you
talking about
still-
Shining now.
Did you still give it a 5?
I didn't
What
give
did
it a
you-
5, but I want to rewatch it and give it a 5.
What'd you give it?
I think it's either no, it's a 9 because it was my second time watching. I gave it a 9.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
'Cause I wouldn't think you'd like The Shining.
Me neither.
I know, but it's when
like,
I rewatch old
'cause
movies,
yeah.
they get so much better from the
Yeah.
first watch.
Yeah.
think
Especially
it's-
with a movie like The Shining, where it's like
Yeah.
really ambiguous.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'd give Demons a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
What would you
is
give it, Jared?
Which
I'd
is
give
what?
it a 4.
4?
I give it a 3.5.
Or-
Give it a 2.
I give it a 2.
3.5 out of 5. He does 5s.
I
It's
would-
like
yeah.
it just needed something else to get a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just didn't have that X factor. You know?
There's something about Kurosawa that never fails to, like, with the dialogue, instantly engage me.
Well, because Kurosawa, he was
But-
like, his pacing wasn't
Yeah,
slow
true.
until his later movies. That's when he gets really slow.
It's
Like
Super
Seven
fun.
Samurai is my second favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, that's
Third
that-
favorite.
I'm never mind. I was gonna ask like Tom. I was gonna say is that one with Tom Cruise, but that's
Yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
Last Samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Seven Samurai.
Kurosawa.
That's a good
Samurai.
movie, though. Last Samurai.
Really.
I don't like
Let's talk about
Tom
Last
Cruise.
Samurai.
You hate Tom Cruise, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Is the Last Samurai bad?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about Seven Samurai. What did you give it? 4.5 or 4?
It's on one of your guys' favorites.
I think
Mine.
I gave it a...
I thought you gave it a 4.
I think I gave it a 4.5.
For the pacing,
I
or-
would have updated it.
I gave it a 4.5.
Yeah, well, I watched it over
Was
the
that-
plane, over a plane ride.
Yeah.
And
That's fine.
it still managed to slightly bore me. When it's like, when you're in a plane, fucking anything's interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And so, but I also loved it, so, I don't know.
It's my third favorite movie.
You just said second.
I know. I lied to you.
Okay.
I lied to you. It's my
What's your
favorite.
what replaced it?
What? It goes Whiplash, Her, Seven Samurai,
Mm.
and then Come and See, and then The Shining.
Your review of her is disgusting.
Okay, I'll say this right now. I gave it a 6, right? If I were to rewatch it, I would give it less.
Really.
Okay,
I
so
want
let's
that
let
movie.
that's
That's
a perfect
horrible.
segue into
That's
That's
let's
horrible.
talk
Let's
about
let's
some
let's
of
go straight
Yeah.
to Jared's.
This is
Jared's
what I
rating.
wanted to talk about.
This is okay. This is a new segment we call "What the fuck is wrong with Jared?" All right.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to my highest rated in your films.
okay.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Jared has some absolutely monkey brain
Just
takes.
I'm
Oh my
honest. I'm
Let's talk
honest.
about the 2.5 Kill Bill first.
You're right. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk. Okay, first viewing,
Journey.
you gave Kill Bill,
Right.
one of the greatest action films
Right.
of all time.
Mhm.
You gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
You're right.
What the fuck is your
That
problem?
is just insane.
To get into film, Quentin Tarantino was like the main guy I went to.
Yeah.
And then Kill Bill was like one of the last ones I watched. So
Yeah.
I had no like understanding of kind of that journey, and then like where she goes to. I think is it Korea? Korean culture.
Yeah.
And I was not a fan. Like I did not like anything about it, which is weird because now that I look back and I rewatched it, I loved it.
right.
But the first time I
what
watched
did
it,
you give it on rewatch again?
an 8.
Okay, fine.
Sorry,
That's pretty-
I just saw
What?
your Dune review.
The
saying
newest
she's
one.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
What the-
that was a
That's,
joke.
that's a
Okay,
joke.
thank you. Oh my god.
I know you texted me and I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything. But that's still a
Yeah,
joke.
my comment was like, "What the
That
fuck
was
is happening?"
Terrifying.
What stopped Whiplash from being a 10?
That's a great movie, and I think I'd like it more on a rewatch. It's just like I don't give 10s on the first watch, and I think an 8 was so solid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel
I've
like
seen it 6 times.
So-
it's still a great review.
So let me.
I've seen
say
it
to
6
you-
times and it never misses.
It's great.
Did you
Okay,
watch
so
it for
I
the
wanna say
first
it
time
once.
the other
So-
day?
Yeah.
Here let's
Holy
see
shit.
let's have like levels to Jared's ratings here.
Right.
Okay. So 3 out of 10 her. Or no, 3 out of 5 is
You're
her.
not gonna let your own.
Yeah.
your
3
own
out of
text
5.
with the Goodfellas
Yeah.
podcast. You guys talk shit at me.
Yeah.
3 out of
Yeah.
5 is her, okay? Which is a fucked up opinion. That's a 5 out of 5. Same level as her. We have 365 days. Okay.
That is your. It might be your worst.
So that's on the same
That was
level.
like one of the first movies I ever watched because it wasn't even before Letterboxd. I just went back to it. And I was like, sure, I'll
above
just
both
do a
of
review.
those. Above both of those, Maze Runner: The Scorched Trials.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's insane.
It's kind of weird that you gave Kill
Which
Bill.
Maze Runner: The Scorched Trials, you
Right.
gave the same rating as Fight Club. Okay.
That's
You gave
true.
Fight Club a 3.5.
Yeah.
I
Fight
haven't
Club-
even seen it
All
yet.
of those.
I
all
bet
those
if I
movies,
rewatched it, it would have been better.
classic and
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
shit movies.
Right.
All below Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is all
Ant-Man
right.
and the Wasp
That's
is a,
like
is a
middle
4 out of
tier
5
Marvel
for you.
movie.
It's like one of the worst
Marvel
Marvel
movies.
It's like
I don't think so.
I think
It
it's,
is-
it's at the bottom
it
of
is
my Marvel
the
list.
most
It appeals
generic film
to
ever
my
made, I think.
childlike nature. Like with everything becoming big.
Just
Fair
everything being
I
boring.
love that.
When you rewatched Kill Bill 1, did
Holy
you rewatch the second one?
Yes, right after.
Okay.
Because Kill Bill, I liked the second one first, but then once I rewatched it, I like
Saving Private Ryan was a 4?
That's a great. 4 is still
a
good.
great-
That's 4 is still good.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
I only seen it once.
And then
I'd probably give it much more.
Right.
so
It is one
a
of the best
fantastic film, Being John Malkovich,
That
is a 2 out of 5.
Did you say just that to me? No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
A fantastic film. 9 out of 10.
It's not.
It's
not.
a fantastic film.
It's not. You're gonna tell me. You're gonna look me in the face and tell me that when John Malkovich crossed that hole and then sees himself everywhere, sees himself with boobs. That's
Yeah.
a 10 out of 10 for you?
Well, 9 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, was that the only part you didn't like?
No.
What made it a 9?
What made it a 9? The script, the characters.
I just don't like
The
that movie.
Okay.
I still haven't seen it.
So what makes you say, I'm not gonna review something a 5 on your first watch?
I don't know. I feel like it's like
Because if something blows you away, why? What is stopping you?
nothing blows me away to a 10 out of 10 level. But there's been a lot of like 9s where it's been like, okay, like Dune. Dune was like, I can't give this a 10, but Dune
Right.
is great. It
Yeah.
was like so good.
It's an unfinished movie, though, right?
The reason why I put it
It's a part 1.
at 4.5 is because it's just not finished. We have to wait like 2
Yeah,
years.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 years.
Probably
Oh,
a year.
yeah.
I thought it was just.
Goodwill Hunting was
they're
a
not
3.5
filming
to
it
you?
yet, so
I need to rewatch that because that was like one of the first ones
It
too.
didn't start.
And I was like,
it
oh, this
hasn't
is
been
alright.
officially
I
greenlit.
But
fucking
it
It
is
won't
good.
get greenlit until December.
I hope it makes its money back.
It
What,
will.
Dune?
The movie's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It is really
Oh
good.
my god.
It's just like it's the old one.
Then he
Just
doesn't
slap
miss.
a new paint on it.
You will love it. Like,
Yeah.
it reminded me a lot of Blade Runner.
Yeah, right.
And you gave
Instant Family?
you gave Instant Family.
Instant Family is one of my favorite movies. I have such good memories of that.
But it's one of your favorite movies, but you gave it a 4.
I know, but it's like it has that heartwarming thing. It's not good like filmmaking wise. It's just I love that movie. I saw it on a cruise, and I would watch it over and over every night.
And you gave White Chicks a 3 out of 5.
What? You cannot look me in the face and say White Chicks is not hilarious.
Hilarity doesn't classify.
Yes, it's my enjoyment on what I rate a movie.
Okay.
Well,
So
yeah.
it's strictly enjoyment.
No, it's a mix of both. It's really because I was like, if I really enjoyed a movie, I'm not going to give it a bad review.
But you,
So what does that mean when you give Wizards of Waverly Place the movie a 3.5?
I was really feeling like I want to watch the movie one day, and I was like, this is just solid. You can't compare them because there's all such different movies where you can't compare like The Shining.
Yeah, but
to Wizards of Waverly Place.
but
They're so
quality
different.
wise, you're giving them the same rating.
Yeah, but they can't be in the same space. You gotta like separate them in a section.
Yeah, but I just don't get like how you can mentally think that that's a 3.5 out of 5 movie. I cannot wrap my head
It's the
around
nostalgia.
it. It's like pedophilia. I just can't wrap my head around it. Like why that's a thing.
Oh, you love pedophilia.
I hate pedophilia.
That's good.
So, Django, on your
Django.
first watch, was a 4?
It was a 4, and then I watched my friend, and I did not like it because my friend would have shut up. And
Okay.
then I watched it again alone, and I was like, this is amazing.
In your opinion, it's the best Tarantino.
I do, but I think you said in the last episode that you didn't think that's an acceptable favorite.
I think, yeah. Well, I feel like
Why? That movie is just a dream.
I think
It
Pulp
is great.
Fiction has
I think
has
It is
to be.
it's a fantastic.
Pulp Fiction
The
is another
only-
one that I've only seen once, and I should watch it more, and I'll probably like it.
the only one that I genuinely like, if you give Death Proof or Jackie Brown, that's your
that's
favorite.
wrong.
That's
Wrong.
objectively wrong.
I dislike both.
But the rest of his movies are in a
Jackie
really
Brown, it's
high.
just so chill.
Yeah, it's just a chill movie.
I
But
yeah.
I
put it on
strongly
so much.
dislike the actress.
What?
Pamela Greer.
I really like
believe
Pam
her name
Grier.
is.
I
Yeah.
haven't actually fully seen it.
What about Robert? What's his name?
Robert De Niro.
No.
Forrester?
Yes, Robert Forster. He was my favorite
he's
part of
sick,
that movie.
He's sick as hell.
I love that guy.
Rest in power, King.
Yeah, right. he is.
What'd you give Inglourious Bastards? A 3.5.
Yeah, same.
right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's just.
How do you like?
Yikes.
How do you like?
But you
Dude.
gave Once Upon a Time in Hollywood a 4.5.
I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's another one where it's just like you're just
Yeah.
in this world.
Yeah, that was
Glorious
great.
Bastards. It's just like the first part of that movie is like probably one of the best openings ever. But the rest, it's like it's good, but
Yeah.
I like that movies.
Do you like war movies though?
Yeah, I appreciate all movies. I don't judge.
I mean, I guess.
What?
I love. Never change.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you keep going
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
your route.
Yeah, don't take it as a compliment.
Yeah, keep going your route.
Yeah.
No matter how much we're gonna flame you.
I don't think I'm too much of a critic. I just think it's based on my judgment.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
We
is
go through my list.
Yeah.
I have to work on my list.
Yeah. You have a very
What?
inconsistent list.
Oh, okay. I just mean I'm not like widen, not change. You know,
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
like my
That's
Kubrick.
awesome.
So you have 9 5-stars. Let's talk about your 5-star.
Right.
Because there's one that
Let's
baffles
break it
me.
down real quick.
Okay, this is, in my opinion, your worst
Okay. Let's
piece
hear
of shit rating.
it. Right. Okay.
So
I take
you had the audacity
it. Right.
to give a film like Pocahontas
Right.
a 10 out of 10.
You're right. You're right. I agree. Yeah.
Personally, I gave it a 2.
Right. You
A
give
2
Pocahontas a 2.
A 2-star.
I don't think.
Well, that's a 4 for me. Like out of 10.
If I were to rewatch it, I'd give it a 1.
Okay.
So I want you
Whoa.
to walk me through.
That's a bit low.
You,
That's a bit
you
low.
don't think that's? You think that's low?
Pocahontas
Appreciate
is
you
one of the
saying
worst cartoon
I don't agree at all.
movies.
I
So-
think both of you are too extreme on both ends.
I think
I-
that like Pocahontas
Yeah.
is probably my favorite animated movie.
I just don't give a shit about
The
Disney,
songs you
honestly.
cannot like disagree that
Especially
the songs are
Pocahontas. It's just like
Yeah.
amazing.
So your favorite animated movie is Pocahontas.
Yeah, but Barnyard and Space Jam pretty close to that. but Pocahontas is like right.
But, like,
trailing
what about
behind.
something good like Spirited Away?
Spirited Away is great, but I don't know. I mean Barnyard.
Holy shit.
I
Barnyard.
feel like for me with Spirited Away, almost all of the magic of that movie was lost to me because I didn't see it growing up.
Neither did I.
I
But
didn't either.
It's still fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, you guys loved it, and it's not bad, but for some reason I just couldn't feel the magic.
Do you
Here's
guys think nostalgia plays a part in your review, or
No.
do you pass that aside?
I
Certain
toss it
things.
aside.
Well-
Maybe like with the Amazing Spider-Man, I gave it higher than
Hmm.
normal people would, but that's because I.
I don't.
some
I feel
nostalgia
like
with it.
it's played a part in some of my reviews, but I forget what
Yeah.
one.
But I try to
I
forget
like your
about that.
background.
I'm
That's
less harsh on the Star Wars prequel movies.
Wait, you don't or do?
I'm less
Prequel?
harsh on them
Like
because
the episode 1, 2, 3.
yeah,
I love those.
yeah. I mean they're great
They are good.
in the way that they're kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I get that.
Let's talk about your Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
right, you love that shit.
That is my favorite franchise.
You
of all
eat it
time.
up. That was my-
You eat that,
That is
shit
my
up.
favorite.
What did you
So-
think about the
Didn't you
newest
do
one?
a? Didn't
The-
you do
the newest
like-
one? That is- That it's still good, but compared to the other ones, it's not.
You gave 2 of them a 10.
I did.
You gave
I think Stranger Tides and
Dead Man's Chest.
are great movies.
Stranger Tides that's wild.
I know that is my hottest take. People
Yeah.
hate when I say that. People are like, why?
I love
Didn't
that you
you
put.
do a trilogy ranking somewhere?
I did, but that's,
yeah.
I haven't touched
Ranking
on that in a
every
while.
trilogy you've seen. All right.
Space Jam is respectable. Like it's.
Thank you.
That's fine. That's respectable.
That's a lot.
I'm more mad at you
Yes, that's
for giving it a star
let's
and a
put the
half.
heat on him. Why?
I
yeah,
get.
Space Jam is
It's
a
one
dog
of
shit
the best
movie.
athlete of all time, and then the best cartoon of all time.
Yeah,
What's
but
what's
it's
the problem?
shit. So
It's-
You know what? I think if I rewatched it and left out the nostalgia, maybe it wouldn't be that good. Maybe I'd give it a 3.
so
But a
Jared,
1.5, dog.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
have no
horrible.
opinion. Like I watched it as a kid. I have no opinion.
That
on it.
that
Zero.
movie has aged like milk.
Yeah,
It's
Are you gonna watch the new one?
No.
Did you watch the new one?
No, I'm not gonna.
That's
Like,
crazy.
It's gonna ruin my
Have
opinion
you?
on the last one.
no. Why would I watch it?
I don't like. I'm not going to either.
Here's the thing about some movies is that some movies aren't trying to be the next, Shining. But those movies that are just trying to be a joke, you can't rate them as shit because then it's like they're not aiming to be shit.
Yeah.
Like the B movie, it's not trying to be an award winner, but the B movie is really good for the audience.
What did you
trying to
give the
go
B
for it.
movie? A 1?
It can still be shit. It can still
It
be
can still be
shit
shit in a
movie.
critique standpoint, but like if a kid watched that, they wouldn't say, "I didn't like it."
Because in my opinion,
Yeah, but a
I
kid
love
will
the
eat
B
up
movie.
anything.
I love the
Kid
B
will
movie.
watch
Show them
Northern
Clockwork
North,
Orange,
bro.
Well,
Well, because there's fucking
Unfair.
rape in that movie.
I still haven't seen that.
So, you gave the Shrek trilogy. You
The Sh-
ranked it higher than the Dark Knight trilogy.
I did.
I want to talk
I need to
about
rewatch the Dark Knight trilogy, but the Shrek movies are so good for any audience because there's so many jokes for adults that you never notice. But Shrek the Third is shit. But the first Shrek, that's an all-star.
But
movie.
what I want to what I want to talk
all-star
about.
movie.
Yeah, that's funny. So,
Thanks, man.
Shrek isn't a trilogy. There's more than 3.
I know, but
But you can call it a trilogy
You could
because
tell-
it tells a full story.
yeah,
Just like with Indiana Jones, the first 3, you can call it a trilogy because
Thank
it
you,
tells a
Ray.
full story.
All right.
Idiot.
idiot.
So,
Loser.
okay, here's one thing I want to say. Iron Man 2, right?
Right.
It's decent, it's fine.
It's all, yeah, it's fine.
It's on the same level as her.
Her is going to be docked if I watch it again. I remember watching it, and
What
then
didn't you like about it?
it was so boring. It's Joaquin Phoenix. In the first 10 minutes, it's Joaquin Phoenix in a bed, listening to moans, and that's it. And then the whole movie, it's just Scarlett Johansson in his ear. It's just nothing
So I
for
sit
2
here,
hours.
I sit right here, and I tell you
You sit
that
there.
every time I've seen it 4 times.
Right.
Every time I cry more than once.
You cry to that movie.
I cry to that movie.
It's
It's-
so
I
good.
will say I do. I cry to that movie.
It's just virtual host can't be trusted. That's it.
But there's
There's so much fucking more to it.
I must have not got the memo because
No.
it's just there to me. It's like
And then the performances are
holy shit. Joaquin Phoenix.
bro.
I'll give it the performances are good, the best part about it, but that story's just there.
But
Dude, it's just there. I'm sorry. I tried watching it once. I didn't watch it for a whole month, and then I was like, okay, I have to finish this because if I start a movie, I have to finish it. I can't not.
But there's something about Scarlett Johansson's voice that's more than just an AI. She's more than that. She's a person. She is a person with feelings.
Yeah.
And if you look at her as just an AI, I wish death upon you. Because she is a goddess.
What are
Gotcha.
movies, if any,
Right.
that you've cried to, or all of them?
Oh, I have a list.
Really?
It's been 3.
2.
Okay.
I only have 2.
2?
I have
And
2.
one of them's her?
One of them is her.
Okay, we'll stop that.
Yep.
It was Boys in the Hood when Ricky died.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's valid.
And then have you guys seen Just Mercy?
No.
yeah.
Okay, one of the prisoners.
Yeah.
It's not a spoiler. It's not one of the main characters, but he gets executed, and I cried to that.
Mhm.
And then Theory of Everything with Stephen Hawking.
Hmm.
I bawled to that movie. Straight up bawled.
What about you, Ethan?
I have quite a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Dick Johnson's dead?
Dick Johnson said I was a little bitch while watching that movie. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What else?
It's a Netflix documentary about a guy dying from
A
dementia.
nobody.
Yeah.
He's a nobody.
That shit's
Oh.
fucked up.
Yeah, that would
I
be
didn't-
fucked up.
I didn't know you had feelings.
Yeah.
What else though? Like what's another movie that gets you?
At the end of Mr. Robot, I cried.
Mm.
The show with
Yeah.
Remy Malek.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I need to think. Wait.
I got 2. I got her and Marriage Story.
Mm.
Really? I can see how that make you cry.
Yeah.
It didn't make me cry.
Marriage Story,
But
yeah.
Marriage Story, I didn't cry until the very end
Mm.
when
Yeah.
he when
When
was
he's
walking
all-
to his car.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
the end was.
It was brutal.
I-
But I more connect with that movie
Right.
than
Yeah, because it's like the type of person who's gone through that stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They would hit
yeah.
much more.
So if I think if I didn't witness a divorce firsthand,
Yeah.
it wouldn't hit as hard as it did.
My
Right.
But
my
holy
parents'
shit.
divorce was very, just like, yeah,
Yeah,
and there it goes.
yeah.
Did you cry at Marriage Story? Okay, if you cry to a movie, would you dock it more points because it made you cry, broke that barrier?
I think if you can get emotionally connected to a movie like that,
Yeah.
and it makes you
Like, it doesn't happen
Would
a
you
lot,
rate it
but I've
higher?
just seen so many movies
Yeah.
that list would probably...
It's so hard
But
to
it-
get
Yeah, it's hard.
connected
hard,
to
yeah.
that level.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Her-
all the movies I've cried at, you'll notice they're like
Yeah.
really highly rated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, same.
that's really
Right.
hard to do.
It's really more about performance than anything. If a performance can get me to
Mhm.
cry,
Yeah,
it's a perfect performance.
yeah.
True.
Her got me close. But,
Close?
But, well, close, kind of.
Any specific part?
No, just the whole movie. I was just
Yeah. Last time I watched it, I cried on a couple different occasions.
Mm.
Like, it wasn't just once. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
yeah. Oh.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Even though, we'll stop.
Yeah, why don't you rewatch it?
One of the things, whenever it's like, when it could make me cry, most of the time I'm just like, holy shit, these performances
Yeah.
are so good
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
get taken away from
The
actually
crying
just
part.
crying
Yeah.
and just
Right.
being in awe of
Yeah.
how good the
Yeah.
performance is.
I get that.
But if a performance can keep you intrigued for so long that you do end up shedding a tear,
Right.
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's powerful stuff.
True. True. True to that.
But you know, it's a 3-star movie, so
Yeah.
What is?
her.
I want to talk about Squid Game.
Me too.
Right,
Me too.
right.
Let's do it.
Squid
Let's
Game.
just hop on the wagon.
So I surprisingly gave it.
Okay,
the highest rating
okay.
out of
Let's
all of
start
us.
with our ratings. Us three, we all gave it a
Okay.
3.5.
You all three gave it a 3.5. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Why?
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 I really liked it. You know, it could be my guess as to why I gave it as high as I did. Well,
Because you
part
went
of
into
it.
with low expectations.
Yeah, I went
Because
into
you
it
told
with,
them to go
with
in with our
quite low
Yeah.
expectations.
Right.
Because it's good. Like,
and
it's
it
better
really
than you
surprised
think.
me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It just sucks because the only thing that I found interesting was the games part.
Right, exactly.
But
See,
the
I
first-
disagree. I really like the characters.
What
yeah,
about
I like
the
the
end?
characters too.
I think if
What kind
I
of the end?
I'm iffy on the end.
Yeah.
I thought the end was fucking.
I thought it was.
Oh.
I don't think it was shit.
It was.
I'm very
pretty
mixed.
fucking
on
bad.
it,
Well,
though.
okay.
I'm mixed.
The part that I really didn't like,
Was the
Is-
motivation?
the whole point of the spoilers,
Yeah.
that the grandpa died, because the old fucking dude, or the grandpa's still alive, right? Because
Right.
the old dude,
Was the
my
creator.
favorite part was
Was him.
episode 6,
Yeah, where
When
he
they
died, and
died.
then they reversed
and it removes the impact
Yeah,
of that death.
yeah.
And it's like, oh,
I think if I rewatched it knowing what the characters are gonna be, maybe I'd like it. But the
See,
first two
I
episodes, I
don't
didn't
mind that
care.
as much
No,
because
I think
thinking
that's-
about it.
Yeah.
After, like at first, I was like, I don't,
Yeah.
bruh.
it makes sense.
But yeah, they set it up multiple times throughout the series.
They
so
did
it's
set
like,
it up.
okay.
Yeah, but I think that ruined the character.
What I do
like
have
him
an
being a
issue
natural old
with is the
man.
motivation of why he created the games. His
Yeah.
motivation is he's rich and bored.
yeah. How
Also,
did you
why?
watch it in English?
Yeah.
How did
It
you
was-
That dub-
No,
that dub
it
is
turned
so-
on. It was on English, and I was like, I don't want to.
So that's the thing with me is I turned it on. It started in English.
There's no way I'll
I'm
go.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then I turned it to Korean, and that's
It
dub
never
is
passed
so
my mind to
awful.
change it until like episode 6 because I didn't like episode 6.
Right.
Hot take.
Wow.
wow.
So I was so bored that I was looking at the subtitles and then I changed it to I was
best.
switching it back and forth because I was just bored.
What didn't you like about episode 6?
I thought that it was like you go from Greenlight, this whole production, then you go to what was like the cookies, then you go to Tug of War, and then it's like, all right, here's some marbles, do whatever.
But by episode 6,
Yeah,
you
but-
should be
yeah, but
emotionally
that's like-
invested
I was
in
emotionally
characters.
That
so
is-
emotionally attached, and when Allie died, I almost like
Yeah.
that had me.
Yeah.
But it didn't have me enough to.
That was great. That was a
But-
great.
But
character.
I just felt like
But
Ilma running around.
that episode is like the greatest for characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been so cool if they played like some game that was like forcing them to do it instead of like here, do whatever.
Well,
Like,
that's
they
what makes
weren't.
it more
It's like
for me anyway.
pushing them to their limits.
Yeah.
Everything ends
Like
up in their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it's so like
Because they don't know if they just like don't play the game, right? They just don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's like, what if they both die? You know,
Mhm.
it's fucked
the
up.
girls and like the big guy, I don't know his name, but the girls and the big guy, the girls when they only did one game, it was like okay, they just talked that whole time, and that was nice, but it just got ended, and then the big guy, that's not switched because he can do whatever you want with the marbles, and it's like if you're just like hey, let's just play a whole different game, quickly, it just
Yeah, he's a prick.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just his character though.
Yeah. I thought it
Great
was
character.
Yeah.
Great character.
Yeah.
The other thing, I watched it with Ryan,
Hmm.
and
All of it?
no, you don't know.
No.
And right at the beginning of the game, I was like, okay, I'm the Indian guy, and he was like, I'm the glass, like I'm the other guy, the
The smart guy.
smart guy.
Sang-woo.
Sang-woo.
Sang-woo, yeah.
And so then at episode 6, we were together, like, oh shit, and then we learned, like, oh god.
Going to that. Yeah, there we go.
It was pretty awesome.
Who's your favorite character?
Well, I don't know her name, but the girl. Oh my god,
She's fine.
She is so fine.
See, like when I saw like all the buzz about it, I was like, you know.
Yeah.
Watching the show though, holy shit. She and Sang-woo are my favorite characters. Just like as
Yeah.
characters, you know.
Sang-woo, I can see why you guys like him. He didn't do it for me. I didn't hate him. It's just like he never was like.
I fucking loved his transformation.
Yeah. People like him because he's so real in that occasion.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like I was cheering for everybody else who were like loyal
At the end, I couldn't believe he didn't get on the plane. I was actually pissed. That docked off.
because they want a season 2.
Yeah.
They're pushing for it so hard, though.
Yeah.
They if they didn't want a season 2 so bad, it could have ended there and everything would have been fine.
Right. If they like.
I really like. I was kind of surprised that you guys hated the last episode because like for the first half an hour, I was like, this is great.
No, the
Looks
first half an
great.
hour when they play Squid Game,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
It's awesome.
Yeah. The game.
But then the whole year
Well,
time skip.
once you
yeah,
see
I
him
like the
buying
year
stuff.
time skip for a solid chunk, and then the whole.
The
old
second
man.
the old man shows up,
It's
I
It's
like.
so
I
bad.
I don't like his motivation, but I like the conversation they have
Yeah.
a
yeah.
lot.
not really.
Okay.
They have like a game within a whole old man on the outside.
Yeah, but you hated all the characters of the show, clearly.
No. I loved a lot of the characters. Like I
but-
like the main guy. I like Allie. I like the girl, and I liked the annoying one.
You know, yeah.
I thought she was like
She was.
I
funny.
mean, I understood her though.
With I think if I rewatched it, I'd give it higher because with the first 2 episodes, I couldn't give a shit about the story.
Yeah, see, that's where we differ. I liked
Yeah,
them right away.
Me too.
Yeah, but I didn't give a shit.
I thought it was very interesting that so many people loved it that and that the games only happened for the last like 15 minutes of the or
Yeah,
even
I was
less.
surprised when Red Light Green Light was
Yeah.
only like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that it was
that
going to
didn't
be
ruin the scene.
the majority of the
What?
episode.
I didn't ruin the scene for me.
No, not at all. I was just surprised because like everybody's buzzing about it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like 10
I feel like
minutes.
it would have been so cool to watch this movie just by me finding it instead of the whole
Mm.
TikTok just hyping it up.
Okay,
World.
so here's a question.
Hmm.
Does it deserve to be #1 show on Netflix? Think about it. There's Breaking Bad and all these other
Well-
shows, but does it deserve to be the best show?
It's
I
good.
kind
and it's new.
of like how it's #1
I-
because it's a foreign thing.
Right.
But
Yeah, you
but
can
I,
appreciate it.
I think it just hits so many like levels where I think Breaking Bad doesn't hit.
It's
Certain
also
people
not
won't like it.
current.
Where
Did you
this
watch
comes
Breaking
from.
Bad?
yeah, it's
I
old.
really want to watch it, but I haven't. Shows that I always stop right in the middle of the season, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm middle of Friends right now, but since Halloween, I just haven't been
Oh, that's a
watching.
dog shit show. So.
Friends, you don't like Friends?
No.
I don't like any
Sitcoms go either way.
sitcoms.
Yeah. I
I like a couple sitcoms actually. I like New
Well, I like
New
the
Girl,
Office.
How I Met Your Mother.
I don't like any with
How I Met Your
laugh
Mother's
tracks.
great.
yeah.
How I Met
Laugh
Your Mother
tracks-
was good.
But it's only great because of Barney. What was your favorite game?
Good question. I would say the glass tile one,
Ah,
That is
But-
VIPs.
but I don't
Yeah.
know how that's a children's game. What children's game is
That's
that?
a good point. I never even noticed
It's
that.
like
Children in Korea just jumping on glass tiles.
Just
Because the other ones
glass.
are children's games. They're fun.
yeah.
But what the fuck's glass tiles shit? What is that?
I think that's just
Really
like an
good
easy.
question.
Have you guys not
thing.
thought of this?
No, I never thought
Never.
of that.
I saw the diagram bridge. I'm like, what the fuck? What
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah, I guess
mine's
it's-
probably that one.
But
Yeah.
it's like really tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's like if you choose one, you're.
And Tug of War is my least favorite one.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Even though I like that episode, it's.
What I appreciated, I liked how they kept it. I felt they kept it interesting because
Well, no,
they're
of
all gonna
course.
win.
Yeah,
Right.
of course.
But
But,
they,
no, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was my least favorite.
yeah, because it's hard when there's no threat of
There's two teams. One's
Yeah.
the main character's team, and the other is the like this-
random.
Yeah, you're gonna know.
Like-
Well, and the
Well,
other one
yes.
is the tough guy who is gonna survive.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh.
So it's like
If they pitted them against each other, I would be like, yo, that's
Yeah.
kind of sick. I mean, I know.
The first game with Red Light Green Light, like when that happened, everyone started like running to the doors and they just kept piling up. Like that's when you knew this movie was serious. And,
yeah.
like, it was crazy.
I loved how everyone just because that's
that's
something a
reality.
normal movie wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But that's what would actually happen. I fucking love that. Also, when they take the vote, I was completely expecting them
Right,
for to
yeah,
be
yeah,
stuck
yeah.
there.
Yeah, right.
But in the second episode, they go home.
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too. I love that too because I was like,
It was a big.
I was like,
it was a
obviously,
big twist. Like,
yeah,
no one saw it
I was
coming.
like, yo, okay.
I was
That's,
like, oh,
that's
we're
awesome.
actually leaving.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
then they come back, and it just makes sense for the
Yeah,
characters.
and that's
it's
great. It
great.
just shows them that they're in so much debt that they'll come back even though they know it's death.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's great for story. Those two episodes. That's why I
That
think
was-
it's
yeah.
just goes down from there. Except for VIPs. The white guys. I understand how that's annoying.
How did you like the white guys?
Seriously? I find it hard to believe the host would miss a night like tonight.
No, like
How'd you like the vi-
but like
Whoa.
The
You
white-
liked the VIPs.
I did like the VIPs. Not because I thought it was like good for story. I don't know. I just felt like bringing life with like grabbing. Because I saw somebody react to that, and they were so pissed off that it was Americans, and it was like, why can't they do somebody else? And I was like, you're just upset because you're an American. But it's that they took this like Japanese Korean show. Korean show took these American people and just brought them in.
Yeah, but they're
And
the
then-
worst actors I've ever witnessed.
Yeah,
in
but
my life.
I never even noticed that. I didn't even look at it.
It looks like
Yeah, well,
a
it's
bridge.
just in English. The whole thing's shit
Well-
anyway.
Well, yeah, but there's still I think I think it's still the same people.
It's the same people,
Okay.
but like the rest of the voice acting for all the characters in English would be about the same quality.
Who's the guy who's undercover? Who's like with the VIPs?
I didn't give
What's
a
his
shit
name?
about him.
Yeah,
Oh, the cop.
His thing with that guy, I like that. I
liked
thought
it
that was
too.
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't care much for the rest.
That
of
gay old VIP.
Yeah,
He acts exactly like you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the line delivery
It
is
was
the exact
amazing.
same.
yeah.
It's awesome. Like
It
the
was-
way you emphasize certain words, it's the exact same. I love that shit.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I hated the VIPs.
Yeah.
so
Oh,
much. So much.
Yeah. they
Well,
were
it was
awful.
just so funny. Like it was
It was comical how
the
bad
first
they were.
time they showed up. Oh god, just died laughing.
I wish it was like more serious than they actually were because they were only there for the joke. Like make their characters
Yeah, they made them like
slightly more
comedy.
Yeah.
serious. At least leave one, like maybe for the joke, but the rest should have been more for something.
Like
Yeah.
I was actually blown away. It was so awesome.
Yeah, but I like I like the idea of these
I
rich
like-
people from a whole other country coming in and just watching.
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
people.
Well, yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
It's a good idea. It's just the
The execution
the dialogue
was awful.
of them just
Yeah.
describing everything. That's
I
happening,
love
like-
the design of like the masks and shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
And then they had to bring Ilmam being one of the guys who wore
black-
the old guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The,
He wore one of the
the
sparkling.
bunny one.
Yeah.
Right.
That was great.
That's cool.
I still not like the.
Did you like the cop side story?
No,
I didn't care about it.
I didn't care at all.
really.
I mean, it's definitely less interesting than the main.
And then what?
the games,
The
but-
reveal that his brother is
That
I was like,
buddy.
for me, I was like,
That was a 30-minute episode.
what
Yeah.
else are they gonna do other than that? Like,
Yeah,
me
that
and
was obvious.
Ryan were talking like, what the like, what's his point here if he's not just gonna
yeah.
reveal like find his brother
Yeah.
or because I thought that he would have either instantly found his brother's dead or
Yeah.
Because they had episodes of him going through all the files and
yeah.
looking
so-
for.
I like that actor though, the guy with
Mm.
the black mask. I don't. What was he in again?
no idea.
I just know him.
Episode
I was like, hey,
5
that's that guy. I like that guy.
has him like intertwined with the doctor, and that doctor thing with like him, leaving the game and then helping the
Yeah.
tough man, that really went nowhere. I thought it was all right, but it just
Yeah.
stopped.
The more I think about it, the more all the side stories were really dog shit.
I don't think they
Yeah.
were really.
I
dog
think
shit,
that-
right?
It's like
I just didn't care about any of them.
It's fair.
They were so hard to get attached to because they never went anywhere. They felt like whatever needed to happen happened, but it was so much worse than what it could have been.
yeah, they may
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah,
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 yeah.
When are you guys gonna go watch Dune?
yeah. Go already.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
We'll go see it
Probably
together.
Probably soon.
That's cute. What do you guys think about upcoming movies? Like
What?
Last Night in Soho. You excited for those?
I'm really excited.
Or The
for
French
this.
Dispatch?
Yeah. French Dispatch. It's supposed to.
I'm really excited. For
I
this.
still haven't seen a Wes Anderson movie.
Really?
Really.
As-
Don't
as I've
watch
watched.
Moonrise because
That was
Moonrise
awesome.
Kingdom.
That's one of my
Don't
favorite.
listen
That's
to
my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's talk Wes Anderson. Why? Why is that your favorite?
I think his style works really
Over
well
Fantastic
for that
Fox?
story. What?
Do you have that? in
Oh,
your favorites?
fantastic.
I see. I'm not a
Maybe
favorite.
it's fuck. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Yes.
I just don't
That might
think I'm
be.
gonna like
That's
his
probably
style.
my first one.
It's
What?
just if you have
Yeah.
OCD, you'll love it.
It's
Because,
just so yeah.
With
It's
the,
so perfect.
with the Grand
you know?
Budapest
It is
Hotel,
just literally
everything I've
perfect.
seen about it, I just.
So
But I think when I watch it, it'll be good.
It's good.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't have high hopes.
What's your favorite?
What's the Grand Pass Budatel? Budatel. I
Yep.
can't. Is it
The Grand,
Grand
Budapest
Budapest.
Hotel.
Budatel?
Grand Budapest.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Hotel.
Right. That's the only. That's one I like. That's like a 7. But I bet if I watch Fantastic Fox, I'll love that one.
Your highest is
A 7?
Budapest at a 7.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How much? Which
I've
one
only
did you-
seen Moonrise Kingdom in
What'd you give Moonrise Kingdom?
6.
I love Moonrise.
I love Wes Anderson. He's one of my favorites.
It's just like watching those two on the beach, just
That's
Just-
one
just
scene. That's
dance.
like 1 2-minute scene.
and then they like get naked and start kissing. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like, I don't want this.
Did you watch Brokeback Mountain?
I did.
That's a movie I'll never watch.
Would you rate that?
You said you watched it.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh.
I said
Oh.
me and your boyfriend watching Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. but-
Yeah, that was no rap.
Yeah.
That's my boyfriend. Anyway, I've seen it. Yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
Really.
It's a good movie.
You know, like
I haven't seen it even. But
just-
why not?
just
Why not watch it? Have you
homophobic.
seen Call Me by Your Name?
No, and I don't want to watch that either.
That's a 10.
Because I'm
Call Me
still
by Your Name
I'm
is
still
a 10.
kind of iffy about Mr. Chalamet.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything.
What are your
big
thoughts
yet.
on Timothy?
Have you seen Interstellar?
I
Interstellar?
have only
Yeah.
seen
He was
it
good in that.
But he wasn't a big part.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a whoever, whatever.
I only saw Timothy Chalamet in Dune.
That's it? That's
Ever?
I
Like
think
in
so.
Booksmart, I hated
Oh.
him.
He was in Booksmart.
Yeah.
What? He
In
wasn't in
Booksmart.
Booksmart?
He wasn't in
Yeah, he
Booksmart.
was.
No, he wasn't.
I don't think he
No,
was.
no, my bad. Ladybird. They're both equally as garbage.
I'm not seen Lady
But
Bird.
you gave him good ratings.
I give him a 3 and a 3.5.
Yeah?
That's still 7.
That's not bad
Sounds
rating.
good.
That's not dog shit. What?
Well, they're not dog shit. I'm just being dramatic.
Oh.
Gotcha. For effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, for effect. But I did not like his character in Ladybird.
If you guys watch have you guys seen Call Me by Your Name?
I have.
I haven't.
Okay, if you guys like peaches, like just to eat, it's gonna be disgrace. No, if you watch it, you know what I mean. If you've seen Call Me by Your Name, you know what I mean. You will never look at a peach again the same. It's awful.
Ethan?
It's
Proceed.
awesome.
Ethan?
Of course you
I wanted to try.
No, you didn't.
Bro.
Shut up.
No, but I don't think
Brokeback is better. 100%.
Nah.
better.
Better.
That's cap.
It
What
has.
he said. What he just said.
You
is cap.
see Michelle Williams and Hathaway's tits, I'll take it. if I do endure Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal kissing just to see those, I'll take it. I'll take
Fair
it.
But I like both those actors, and I just don't know if I want to see him kiss.
I give respect to that. If you're two actors
They
who
have
kiss,
raw anal sex in a tent.
and it's
Because
so quick, it's
I-
dark, and then all of a sudden you just hear, and it's like,
Because
what happened?
I unbelievably love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I think he's great, but I don't want to see him kiss the
You
Joker.
don't want to see him get rammed by the Joker.
Like, come on, man. Never. I will one day. One day I will
When
man up
Mysterio
and
finds
watch
the
it.
Joker.
One day I will man up and
And watch
watch
it?
two gay guys kiss.
So you didn't like There Will Be Blood or
I didn't hate
That's
There Will Be
PTA,
Blood,
right?
but I thought it was just
PTA?
the
See, that's a very
overrated.
Jared take.
Yeah.
yeah.
I still
Yeah,
like
I
It was
that.
so. I feel like I really try my best not to get influenced by people talking about it so much and people hating a movie
Mm.
because those really affect me, even though I don't want them to. Like Fantastic Four,
Right.
the new one, I like that movie and I give it a 7. But I know if people loved that movie, I'd hate it. You know.
Mm.
And then same for There Will Be Blood.
So you're a contrarian asshole.
I try so hard not to. I really do.
Right.
And
How
I'm
many
honest
movies
in my
does he
ratings.
have?
I always black them up.
Paul Thomas Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, like 8? I
What'd you
think you
give
got
it?
8 movies.
10?
Because after I'm done with Nolan's discography,
Because it's about an oil.
filmography,
Yeah.
And
I don't know
fucking
what
love
suddenly
it.
bowling.
maybe
Yeah.
Wes Anderson.
It's like a Barry
Or
Lyndon
PTA.
I
thing,
I
where
watched
I
it.
hate
I
the
think
idea of
you'd-
it, but
Like,
I don't know.
you think
what
you'd
Barry
like
Lyndon's about.
Paul Thomas Anderson or Wes Anderson more?
Because after I'm done Christopher Nolan, I gotta find someone new.
Who? What?
Do you think he
What's up?
would like PTA or Wes Anderson more?
PTA probably.
Yeah, I kind of.
How many movies does he
You've
have?
never seen any PTAs?
No.
You guys except for Licorice Pizza?
Oh, I'm really
I'm
sorry.
really hyped.
Yeah, it has Philip
It
Seymour
has,
Hoffman's
it has
son.
so
Yeah.
much Boogie Nights vibes to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Have you seen that?
Yeah, you should
And you
watch.
didn't give it a very good review.
What?
Well, I mean, you gave it a good review, but
Yeah.
not like a very good review.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Heather Graham and Julianne Moore. I'm sorry, I'm horny.
Natalie Portman's hot. Okay, we're not doing this again.
Yeah, no, we can't.
So who are your top celebrity crushes?
Shut up.
Number one
Shut up.
is Elizabeth Olsen. That's
Mm.
really no.
I mean, she's not number one. She's not even close.
She's number
Sydney
one.
Sweeney for body.
My guy.
I thought
My
you didn't
guy.
like Sydney.
I don't
No,
like
no,
Sydney
she's
Sweeney
just
as an
As
actress.
an actress, awful.
I don't like her as an actress,
Just
but
as a
she's
body?
I think
fine.
she's awful.
Christ.
Anna de Armas, Sydney Sweeney.
That's the exact same. Alexandria Daddario.
Oh god, she's
It's
so
just the
fine.
body for me. Her acting. Stop.
We can't get into this again.
Who cares?
Well, yeah.
We have
Yeah,
50
we're-
views on the first episode.
We're
That's pretty good.
Crazy.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
For,
I was like
for
10
about
to-
nobodies.
I was expecting 12 views.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
expecting 12.
Well, I'm gonna like put this on all my socials. Be like, I'm in this one.
Let's go. That's hype.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope this podcast succeeds.
I hope so too, but
Yeah.
I probably won't.
Well,
But I hope so.
I think it's
fun.
Consistency is key.
yeah.
True. If we keep doing this 2 times
You
a
guys
week,
got it.
Right.
we'll gain a few
Yeah.
subs at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys watch Dune so I can talk about it.
Yeah. Watch too.
I'll see it
It's
next
a
time. By the
movie.
next time we do the
Yeah,
episode.
Shit's so good. Oh my god.
Have we been going for like an hour
Yeah.
or less than?
What time we get here? 2?
Oh, yeah.
3:15. Yeah. Come on, man. Should I shoot out the recommendation?
Yeah, let's do the recommendation.
Okay.
Braden's week.
My
Should someone
week.
call you a racist again? I know we end it.
So for next thing, none of us have seen it. It's a Spike Lee joint.
Oh. He's very hit and miss, but okay.
Do the right thing.
I've seen it.
That's what you guys are gonna go watch.
have?
Yeah, what? Bro?
It says you haven't seen it.
Change
This
your
guy?
pick.
Change and pick. Pick
This guy's
number 3. Fuck off. Pick numero
Pick
dos.
3.
No. Tres.
No.
Persona
Quick.
by the director Ingmar Bergman from 1966.
1966.
This is funny as fuck.
Hey.
I'm stealing the mic. So how's everybody going? I was hanging out the other day and I saw this giraffe. Right? I don't know why I saw a giraffe, because how the hell would they exist in Canada? But they were here, so I went to the giraffe and I was like, "Hey, what's with the long neck?"